Hi and welcome to the Geek Legion of Doom. This is an action movie review and I'll be having a look at The Quick and the Dead. So The Quick and the Dead is directed by Sam Raimi, made famous initially by his Evil Dead trilogy and then by the Spider-Man trilogy. So this is his foray into the Western genre, and it basically tells the tale of Sharon Stone's character Ellen, who enters a sort of quick draw tournament in a kind of Wild West town that is run by Gene Hackman's character, and he's basically got the sort of town in like an iron grip, and he's forcing people to pay, you know, very high taxes and things like that. So we've got this sort of colourful bunch of different sort of tournament fighters, including Russell Crowe, Leonardo DiCaprio, plus lots of genre faces like Lance Henriksen, things like that. So there's quite a lot of people that you're going to recognise here. So it really does have a very good cast. Now some of these people were cast obviously before they've got particularly big, and I'm really talking about sort of Leonardo DiCaprio and Russell Crowe here. But nonetheless, when you look back at it now, it is a fantastic cast. Now the style of the film isn't a particularly serious one. It's a very much like a style over substance. And if I had to have a criticism of this film, that would be it. It kind of plays a little bit like almost a cartoon in a lot of ways. It has a lot of visual tricks in there, and if you're familiar with Sam Raimi's work, you're going to kind of know what I mean. The way he moves his cameras and stuff like that. Now, I actually quite like it personally, but I can see from a lot of people's point of view that you might find it a little bit unrealistic, and the way he sort of shoots things kind of makes it seem, you know, a little bit of like a hyper reality. So if you're kind of wanting a particular sort of serious western with a sort of more in-depth storyline, you're going to be a little bit sort of sadly disappointed with this one. Now that's more a matter of taste, I'll be honest with you. I don't think it's for everyone, but I understand that criticism. I guess the other criticism I had, obviously Sharon Stone as the main character, I actually found her a little bit wooden in this film, particularly the first half of the film. She kind of livens up a little bit the second half, but the first half, she's kind of doing this like sort of scowling bad girl thing, and to me it just seems like she's just kind of like just sort of playing a caricature. So I wasn't a big fan of her. I did like, on the other hand, Russell Crowe and Leonardo DiCaprio. I thought they were very good in the role. And what's good about this film is that all these sort of other sort of tournament fights, even a lot of the sort of the lesser ones, shall we say, you almost get a little bit of backstory themselves. So it kind of almost plays a little bit like a Western version of Street Fighter, where everyone's got this little bit of backstory, or at least the majority of the fighters have a little bit of backstory, and you can kind of imagine them in like a sort of fighting game almost. The actual gunfights themselves are obviously very sort of kinetic, as you'd expect with Sam Raimi, so they're quite a lot of fun. And overall, that's what this film is. It's quite a lot of fun, and I actually quite enjoyed it. So if you're looking for an action film rather than a sort of a drama when it comes to westerns, then I think you'll get a kick out of this film. And it's good fun. And it's seeing these sort of established actors maybe playing their roles before they really got all that famous. And you know, what can I say? Go check it out. 7 out of 10 for me. I quite enjoyed it. Let me know what you think of it. Leave me a comment. Look forward to seeing you soon.